Am I even centered? Is this too far? Hello. You're right there. Hello. I have a PhD in this topic because I never know what I'm doing. Greetings. It is now the new year, prime time for making goals and not doing them, and feeling pressured to get your life together and all that fun stuff. The thing with not knowing what you're doing is it's an incredibly common experience. Look to your left, look to your right. You're in your room right now, so there's probably no one next to you. But let's imagine that the entire population of the earth is in the space that you are in right now. I guarantee you, about 85% don't know what the fuck they're doing. Should I curse? I already did. And then the other 15 know what they're doing because I don't know what those people are on. Probably drugs. It's I don't know. And even if you do have plans, life doesn't really care about your plans. Let's be honest. How many times have you planned something and then life was like, I like what you got right there, it looks kind of cute, and then it's crushed. But no matter how much you think, oh, that person definitely has their life together, oh, I've seen how they plan their shit out, they know what they're doing. No, they don't. They're trying to, especially if they're around this age where, you know, you have some people in college, only to find out by the end of their degree they don't want that fucking degree. People who are already established in their work, their place of work, their career. There's a solid chance there's still a part of that person's life that is a hot mess and they don't know how to handle it. Everyone has something that is a hot mess. An issue will always be there. Therefore, you are not alone in feeling that you don't know what you're doing. Because no one really does. We're all winging it. Regardless of what age you are, you have, and I'm not asking, I'm telling you have caught yourself comparing yourself to somebody else. Sometimes comparison is good if you're doing it in a productive fashion, or like in a sense where, oh, that person is doing a thing that I think I want to do. Let's see how they're doing it. Let's observe. You know, pull a Nicki Minaj, sit back and observe. And then you can search for a blueprint, follow it. That's a great idea. That's a great use for comparison. You can look at what you're doing, what they're doing, and be like, I guess this is an area that I can improve on. How do I do that? And then you get them out of that picture, girl. Because if they stay there a second longer, it's gonna become toxic. But the comparison that we are all too familiar with, human people who consume a lot of internet content and are on social media a lot, is not the good kind. This is the kind where, oh my god, everybody have them life together. Look at Shaniqua, like, Shanika have her job, her life plan out. She's doing so well with her business. Shanika probably have enough things on her plate. Enough. Lots and lots. Barely holding it together. The sheer amount of stress that Shaniqua is under. She could be struggling and coping very well. Maybe she's very high functioning. She could have a very shit home life. But it's very easy to pretend to be okay if you are controlling the narrative. And social media allows you to control the narrative. The fact of the matter is, and if you've heard this once, you've heard it 1,000 times. Don't compare yourself to other people, because you don't know what they're going through. You don't know what kind of help they're getting. You don't know any of that. You don't know their story. You only know yours. It's really sad to say, but I have to say it. You could die next week. Any of us could die next week. We don't know what's going on. We can't see the future. Suppose I reach the gates of heaven or hell or wherever. Yeah, I don't know. And whichever, like, God is asking you, what did you do with your time on earth? And you went. I was just looking. I wasn't participating. I was just, look, that is a waste of time. It hurts less to not compare yourself than it does to compare yourself to people that you don't even know personally. Such silly habits. Tricks are for kids. There is something good that can come out of not knowing what the hell you're doing. Hear me out. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know where your life is going. You don't know what you're doing next. It can be overwhelming not having a plan, but if you don't know what you're doing, isn't that kind of just a blank page? You know, when you're born, when you become sentient at the age of like 5, a lot of what shapes us as human beings are the people we interact with, what we see, what we hear, what we are told, what we are taught. And all of these come together along with other factors, make you who you are as a person. And it can also shape what you want. Because if from a really young age you've been taught, hey, go get your husband, girl. Get married. Go to college. Well, go to college first. Whatever. If you're sold an idea, which, girl out white picket fence, corporate job, it girly, especially on social media. Whoo, child, that it girly lifestyle got me in clutch. Like, it looks so good. All of these things aren't ideas we came up with ourselves. It's just things that we have seen and thought, hey, that looks kind of nice, don't you think? Like, I think I want that one. But the fact of the matter is, seeing it, liking it, doing and living it, two very different things. Two very different things. Perfect example. A lot of people will pursue a career, end up in a career, absolutely hate it. It's what they thought they wanted. Maybe it's something that, someone else pressured them into doing. Maybe it's something that, always kind of looked really nice, was glamorized, and they bought it. Or it's something that they genuinely wanted, but just didn't know enough about it to know that that wasn't the thing for them. If you don't know what you're doing, right, and you don't exactly want to follow that pre-planned path, you get to decide what you're doing. Knowing all of that, not knowing what you're doing, is kind of good, because it gives you the opportunity to sit down and ask yourself, what in the hot hell do I want to do? Which isn't the easiest thing to do, because again, you don't know a lot about a lot of things. So try new things just to try it. Me personally, I don't dream of labor. I don't like working. I don't dream of labor. I dream of travel. I want to go places. I want to see things. I want to meet people. I want to have new experiences. I know I can't just be like, oh, I want to travel. Let me get my passport. With what money? You ain't got no money, girl. You broke. I'm not broke. I'm just waiting for the money to come in. That's it. That's the one. So I unfortunately have to work. I wasn't born with money. I wasn't born in a family that has money that can just be like, I wasn't from money. I'm not from money. I don't know about y'all. I know that there isn't a career that exists that I know of that I'm like, I want that one. At least not a traditional career. Because I've looked into my dream careers in the past and they cannot support my lifestyle that I want to have. So I'm like, get somebody else to do it. It's not gonna be me. And I had to refigure out what I want, because what you want differs from time to time. Things and time change, so you should always be checking back on what you want, what you don't want, your goals, because they change, and that is fine. Because every couple of weeks, I'm lost. I don't know what I'm doing, and then I just pick a thing. Think that thing looks nice, and I pick the thing, and I do the thing. Okay, maybe I don't do the thing because I still don't know how to play that guitar. My conclusion is, not knowing what you're doing is okay. There are very complex circumstances that can lead to that and can limit what you can do. But as my therapist likes to tell me, know your resources. Know that the things that you know aren't all the things that exist. You are one human being with a very limited experience in life, and you don't have all the knowledge of all 8 billion people in the world. So it's okay to not know. It's a blank slate. Figure it out. Write down what you want in life, what you envision your life to be, how you can get there. It doesn't have to be the traditional route. It doesn't have to be the new upcoming common trend route. It doesn't have to be any of those things. Talk to new people, get new ideas, and then you can figure it out, and you can change your mind and do the same process again. But who knows, eventually it might land you in a place that you really, really like. So do not be so hard on yourself. No one really knows. Everyone's really trying. So do the best with what you have. Try not to be too hard on yourself. You don't know all the things. So stop acting like a person that should know all the things. You don't. Anyways, that is all. I'm going to sit down and edit this very long video. Bye.